everybody, and welcome to another Minecraft video. I'm here in my tutorial world, and we're going to be doing another tutorial for me. Here in the background is a tutorial I did on a medieval tavern inn, so you guys can go hop over on the channel if it's something you're interested in, and I've got that up over there so you guys can build that. But today we're going to be doing something a little different. Recently I posted something to my social medias and I got some people asking for a tutorial on this, and so, well, here we go. This is what we are making today. That's right, it's the Mystery Shack from Gravity Falls. You guys probably already saw it in the video title, but just, you know, dramatic reveal, why not? This is the Mystery Shack. If you haven't watched Gravity Falls before, I highly recommend it. It's amazing. So here is the main house that we will be building. It's a really simple house, really small. It's nothing too fancy, and I've got some exterior details that you can add if you want to in the world. We've got a little tiny golf cart over here. We've got some of these hanging flags, banners, whatever you want to call them. You know, I said banners, and now I might actually do banners instead of just that. Yeah, guys, I like that a lot better than what I had previously. But you can have some hanging banners around, and then we also got this. This is something I didn't do on my last video, but I had someone ask for it, so I decided to design the totem pole that goes outside, and this is what I came up with, and I will be showing you guys how to do this one at the very end. But these here, look, pause the video, make that. It's simple. Pause the video, make that. It's simple. Now, the interior on this is empty, and I'm going to be leaving it empty for you guys to build whatever you'd like on the inside. I'm not going to be doing that for you. I'm just going to be doing this simple outer shell of the Mystery Shack here. Let's just hop right into it, guys. So starting off, I'm going to be showing you the block palette that I'll be using. We've got our oak woods here with the stripped oak log, the oak planks, oak stairs, oak trapdoors, and the oak signs. Moving on to our spruce, we've got our regular spruce logs, spruce buttons, we've got spruce trapdoors, we've got spruce planks, and spruce stairs, along with our spruce fence posts and our spruce signs. We also will be using some dark oak trapdoors and a very little bit of this cobblestone stairs. Then moving on to our detailed bits, we have the lanterns. Obviously, this is a netherite fence post. You can use any dark one, so you could use a dark oak fence post if you'd like. We've also got some polished black stone wall. We've got some iron bars, an andesite wall, some light gray stained glass. Now you can pick whatever glass you'd like. You could do clear, you could do black, you could do yellow. It's up to you. It's really what you guys want. We've got a loom. We've got the smoker. We've got barrels. We've got chests, we've got the chiseled stone blocks, we've got a lever and some iron trapdoors, we've got a lit campfire, and then of course we've got some leaves. With that, guys, let's just go ahead and get started. Now we're just gonna get started by making the main outline of this, and I've laid it out here for us. It's a 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 by 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17. It's a 7 by 17 rectangle with this little jut out over here that is 1 2 3 4 5 by 1 2 3 4 5, making a square sticking out in the very center. So we're going to be starting off this build just by building the entire main bottom floor structure out of all of our stripped spruce wood. So we're going to be raising everything up by 4 on all the corners. 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4. Now when you get to this point, I do like to do pillars matching those over there. So we'll go ahead and we will do that. And then we're going to fill in all of this walls going sideways with our logs. Alright guys, and with all of the walls filled in, we can go ahead and start breaking out our doors and windows. So we're going to come to the center of this front bit, and we're going to break it right in the center, leaving a 1 block on the bottom because we're going to be putting a porch up there. Then we're going to be wrapping around the corner, and we're going to be breaking just 2 blocks right here, and then I always like to add 1 going up. It'll add to the texture variation later on, but it also then hides the circle logs. You can leave there if you want. That's up to you. Then we're also going to be breaking 2 on this side, again fixing the circles, and breaking 2 on the opposite side, again fixing the circles. And then we're going to repeat the same pattern there, over here, except we're going to make it 1 longer. So it's a 3 wide like this, coming around to the other side, breaking 1, 2, 3, like this, and then finishing off by mirroring that side over here. So now we have all of our doors and windows. We can go ahead and place our doors in place here. And then I almost forgot, over here on this side, right in the center here, again, being raised up like that, you can do that. I also like to go ahead and straighten these out as well. I never really like having the circles showing, so I'm gonna do the same thing over here. And then you can place your light gray stained glass or whatever colored glass that you like into all of your windows. Now on the back, we are going to be placing 2 windows as well. They're going to be in the corners like this, and we can just go ahead and place them like that, and then I will fix this in the center. And we have the outer structure of this done. Now we're going to be moving on to the roof. So we're going to be doing the roof just like this, adding the stairs right here at this top level and staggering them out 1. Now normally with roofs, you'll take the same color and you'll do an upside down staircase and then you'll go up, but for this one we want a darker trim on the inside. So we're actually going to be taking some spruce logs and placing them like that, and then we're going to be building the rest of the roof on top just like this with 2 full blocks and then a staircase on top. The last thing that we're going to do to complete this is we're going to take our dark oak trap doors and place them right here, and then we repeat the pattern by placing an outward facing spruce log just like this. You can get rid of those back there, and then we repeat this pattern all the way up to the middle just like this. And then once we get to this point, we will do this one last time, but because this is a 1 wide gap, we can't get the dark oak trapdoors in the middle, so we just leave that open like that. And then we're going to repeat this onto the other side, and it will end up looking something like this. Then we can repeat this same pattern on the other side so that it looks like this. And then before we fill in the roof, we're going to make this roof over here. Now this roof is very similar to the same roof that we did, except that we're not doing the spruce and the dark oak trapdoor lining. We're just going to be doing the regular staircase like this, upside down staircase underneath, and then we're only going to be going up 1 instead of 2, as this is a shorter roof. And now we do that all the way up to the middle, putting our upside down staircase in the middle like this, and repeat this on the other side. And then at the very top of this, we add a staircase up at the top, and now we can start filling our roof in. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to connect the bottom trimming, the overhang right here, just all the way around, just simply like this, so that our roof is now filled in there. And then I'm going to fill this part of the roof in, working on these L's just like this. So the first full blocks just come in and connect with each other, and then this second full block comes and stops there. I'll put a staircase facing this way, and then I'll put a stairs connecting to the outside, and then I will connect this top bit with my staircase like so, bringing this full block out like this, and this one bringing it out, and then always stopping my staircase and turning it to face that way when it meets a full block of the main roof. And then we're going to bring this top bit over to connect right there, and we have this L shape connecting this smaller roof like this to the bigger roof. And I'm going to repeat this on the other side so that we have something that looks like this. Finally, I can fill in the rest of this roof, just going all the way across with each of the designated blocks so that it looks like this. And we can fill this middle block in here with spruce planks all the way across. And then for this side of the roof, we can just fill it in like normal, and we'll add our little balcony out here afterwards. And once you have the roof complete, our house should start looking a little something like this. Now finally, we can go fill in all of these upper level side walls like this on either end, and then over on the jut out, just going sideways with our stripped oak logs like that. And I'll repeat it on the other side and fill that in right there so that it looks like this. Now we have the main structure of the house done. I am going to go ahead and put in the porches on either side. Now this porch over here is done by placing spruce trap doors along the bottom, going out by 3 like this. And then around the outside, we're going to be placing them not at this top level, but right at the bottom level of the second block up, going all the way around. Now this is going to allow us to place our spruce fences underneath to give us more of a porch look, and we're going to place those underneath like this. The second thing we're going to do to complete this one is we're going to break all of these like this, and we're going to add some spruce fence just like that. And I'm going to repeat this on the other side so that it looks like this with all 5 of the fence posts underneath. And now we can finish the main structure of our house with this porch over here using our oak planks, going 3 out across the entire thing, and then finishing off with our oak stairs just like this. Now I'll go ahead and put this awning in since I'm over here. On either side, I will put these spruce fence posts and then grab my cobblestone stairs and place it running across the top like this. And then it'll connect up here, going up 1 more like that. I'll come down underneath and I'll place an upside down staircase like that. An upside down staircase right there. And then 3 right here. And that is the main structure of the build, and we can start doing some texturing and some detail work. I almost forgot, we have a window up here to break. So just underneath these 2 spruce logs, we're going to be breaking a window out here, and I'm going to be fixing these to be facing up. Again, you don't have to do that if you don't want to. And we're going to place our glass like that. I'm going to do it on the other side as well. So just under these spruce logs, breaking that out, and then I'm going to be fixing those sides, and then I'm going to be placing my glass right in just like that. And now we move on to texturing the walls. All I'm going to be doing is breaking just a random pattern. I don't want to keep the same pattern. I don't want to leave any large chunks, and I don't want to make it look like this is not random. And I'm going to take all of those spots and I'm going to place my blocks in like this. Now, texturing is going to look different from build to build. Like from over here, that's my texturing on this side, and my texturing over here is much different. Texturing is always going to end up looking a little bit different, and if you don't like what it looks like when you're done with the texturing, you can go break some more. I could switch the direction of it, and it's going to add a little bit of texturing, and you just want to do that throughout all of the walls of the build. I'll show you one more time over here, and then I'll leave you guys to it. Now you can also still break these posts like this for texturing. That is fine. So as you can see, I'm breaking just a random pattern. I'm not doing anything specific. I'm trying to stay away from patterns, and I'm just breaking it up. And if I see an area that I feel like just has too much of one of the kinds, I'll break it again and I'll fix it up. And so now you guys can go around and do it on every one of these sides. And so with the walls done being textured, they look a little something like this. Your guys is going to look a lot different. It's really up to what you guys want to do. So next we're going to be moving on to texturing or weathering the roof. Now the roof, as you can see over here, looks very weathered with all of these bits and pieces broken out, and then what looks like boards placed on top to try to fix it. And we're going to be doing that right now with our spruce stairs. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same thing that I did for the walls, is break out a random pattern of just these along this 2 thick line of planks, just along here like that, and just break a random pattern, making sure not to repeat what I'm doing. And then I'm going to come through and I'm going to fill in these gaps with stairs in any random direction. So you can have them facing up, you can have them facing down in either side. And it really doesn't matter, but you really want to vary up a little bit to make it look like it's not just a pattern like this happened in nature. It happened accidentally. So it's going to look something like this, and you're going to do the same thing on both of these up here. And so now this side of the roof looks like this. I'm going to go ahead and do this on the other side before I add my signs to it. And so now our roof looks a little something like this, all weathered and worn down with little holes in it. And we're going to be going and putting our patchwork on it, which is going to be with our oak signs and then our spruce signs as well. And so all that we're going to do with this is we're going to just take, and the same thing with the weathering, in just a random fashion. I'm going to start with my oak signs first, and then I'll come back with spruce signs to do the rest. So I'll do this section of the wall like this, and then we'll just cut to when I'm done, and you guys can do the rest. So I'm going to be placing oak signs, making sure not to type on them, and just random patterns, just like I did with that, and just like so. Now I like to try to keep a couple next to each other, and then even maybe placing them up like that to make them look like they're part of the same thing. You can make them 3 long, you can make them 1 long, you can make them 4 long, you can make them however you want. Now these can also go up on the upper stairs like this. It's going to create a little bit of a detail work up there that's going to look really good from afar. Since we're using 2 different types of signs, you want to make sure to spread them out a little bit and not do an entire area in just one, leaving room to do some more in the spruce. And so I'm going to be leaving this section just like that with my oak signs, and I'm going to come through with some spruce signs. With these spruce signs, I'm going to come up a little bit higher like this and just work like that. And then maybe adding a couple over here. This already has a lot of in there. I don't want to go too heavy on it. So I'll come over here and I'll do something like that. We'll do something like that. And then maybe I'll do a couple over here, raising it up to there. And you know what? I think this could use some oak signs as well. And so we'll do something like this. And I think that's a pretty good texturing for now. And I'm going to repeat this same principle on all of the roofs. And then I'll jump back with you. And finally, our roof is going to look something a little like this. So the next thing we're going to be doing is adding the details onto the roof. And we're going to be starting by doing this top up here. So for the top, we're going to be doing this little speaker up here. I use a chiseled block because I feel like this looks a lot like a speaker. I'm going to be using these on the side, just to add a little bit of detail, and then putting a lever on the back that it kind of makes it look like a wire going in so that it's powered, and then that pulls those two up just to add, I don't know, just a little bit of a detail to it. You don't have to do it like that. You can do it however you want. If you got something better, do that instead. So next we're going to be doing the large signs where we'll be putting the mystery shack here later on in the build. Now you want to make sure that you're doing this so that you can place banners on it. So I come up to the top, and that's going to be 1 and 2. You're going to do it 2 tall. And this mystery is a 7-letter word, so it is a 7 wide sign. So it's 1 and 3 on the other side. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then you can flip those up just like that. And then I like to take some spruce planks and add them there to make it look like it's actually standing and not just floating. Next, I'm going to be making those lights that are behind it with my nether brick fence. And I'm going to be placing it 5 high just like this, recessed in 1 from the sign on either side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I'm going to be coming out 2 so that it's hanging over the sign just like this. 1, 2. And I'm going to be putting a lantern on either one. Next, we need to do the sign below it. That's going to be holding the shack sign. So this sign is going to be hovering above this level of stairs right here. And in order to get this in place, we're going to need to place a temporary block. So I'm choosing dirt out like this, and then we're going to come to the inside. We're going to come to the inside. We're going to have to break any of the signs that we have in here, and then we're going to place our oak trapdoors down and a second layer on top like that. We can open it up and get rid of our blocks. Now you can do the same thing here and place your oak planks right here instead of the stairs to give it a little bit more of a post. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. It's just something that I prefer to do. And then later on, we'll come through with our banners and we'll hang those up. And that is all the detail that we do on the top of this roof. And we're going to be doing the detailing on this smaller section of the roof next. So first, we're going to be making the question mark weather vane with just some iron bars, placing it 2 high and then making a T shape right here. And then we're going to be making the question mark. Now you can make it facing any direction. I'm going to be making it facing opposite direction from what I did on the build over there, just to show you that you can build it however you like. Next, we're going to be making this chimney, and we're going to be coming down to this second level right here. And we're going to be placing it 1 over from this one. Now when you do this, it is going to create an opening, and you can fix that with your stairs just like that. Then we're going to be placing andesite walls all the way up, just however high you want it to go. I'm feeling about this high this time around. And placing our spruce trap doors around it just to hide the fire so we can have the smoke going up. And we have our chimney right there. The last bit of detailing on this roof is getting a couple of signs. There are 2 signs hanging up on this side. So the first one is going to be over here, and you really just place 6 trap doors like this, 3 wide, 2 high, and you can just flip them up like that. And then the next one is going to be over here. I'm going to break those and just flip it up like that. I'm going to make this one 4 wide actually, just to make a little bit of variation in the sign. You can put banners on this if you want. You could leave it plain. You could do whatever you'd like with these signs. I just like to leave them blank because they're not the main draw to the build. The main draw is the mystery shack up here. And with that, we are almost done with the roof. Last thing we're going to do is we're going to build this little balcony out here on the side. So the placement of this balcony starts at the edge of this window right here and goes up to this second set of staircase. And I'm going to go ahead and break this and go 5 over, 3, 4, 5, and then it's 2 out. And we can go ahead and make a 2 tall balcony just like this. And so to finish this bit off, we're going to take some upside down spruce stairs like this, just to create some support there. This side over here, we're always going to have this facing in to cover the oak up like that. And then we're going to cover all of the oaks on the outside like this with some spruce trap doors, just to kind of keep the same color as the roof. And finally, we're going to place the way in, and we can open this up and place a trapdoor right in the center. And then if you break down into here, you can break down one, and then you can build a ladder up into here like that. And now we have the roof details done, and all we need to do are add some details on the walls and around the building. All right, so we're going to start by detailing the windows with some spruce signs, placing spruce signs underneath each and every one of those. So the windows look a little something like this. Now the only ones we don't place underneath are these tall second floor ones up here. Next we're going to be detailing this porch right here. And we're going to be doing that by placing two spruce fence posts going up like this. Then we're going to be taking some spruce logs and going across like that. You can get rid of that one. And then placing an oak stair on top. And then I place 3 buttons just like that. And with that, this is done. We're going to add the stairs leading up to it. Just 3 spruce stairs lined with some spruce trap doors on either side. And the front porch is done. And we're going to add this little sign to the side of it. Now you're going to go back 3 and add a spruce fence. And you can make this as tall or as short as you want it. I'm going to go up 5 for this one. And then I'm going to just line this entire fence with some spruce trap doors. Then I'm going to place a spruce fence right here and a spruce sign on top. You can add whatever you want onto that sign. I'm going to leave it blank for now. And to cap this off, we're going to use a lantern up top. And we have the side porch of this done. Next, we're going to be doing this side of the build. They have a little storm cellar right here. So we're just going to place 2 staircases like that. And then same thing with the stairs. We're going to be placing our spruce trap doors on either side, just like so. I like to put a little barrel in right here. You can do whatever you want. I might put a few chests in over here. It's the mystery shack. They've got junk just scattered around, and I'm going to be placing maybe a stack of barrels right there. It doesn't have to all look the same. In fact, it's already looking different from what I built over there. Now this porch has a vending machine and an ice cooler on it. And so the way I make my vending machine is just by doing a smoker on top of a loom. It looks somewhat like a vending machine, and so it works. In fact, I'm even gonna do this. I didn't do this on the other one, but I'm gonna line the side of it with some spruce trap doors, and then I'm gonna place just a chest sitting right here as like the ice cooler, and that's done. This side over here, I'm just gonna same thing as I did on the other side, just sprinkle some barrels around, and then maybe I'll do some overgrowth here on this side, weirdly, to make it look like it's a lot more overgrown. I might even do some just out like that. Oh, and almost forgot, we have a little tiny sign right here. We'll be doing something just like that. You can build it however you want. I think mine looked a little different on the other side, but I'm just gonna do something like that. You know what, let's go one higher. And we'll break those. So it'll look just something like that. Finally coming around here, this side I like to not add the barrels. I'll just add some vegetation, some overgrowth here. Always making sure it's coming up the walls a little bit. Over here I do like to add a big pile of chests and of barrels just to make it look like this is like an outdoor storage area where they store all their stuff. And then adding some leaves as overgrowth. And you can have it coming up onto the roof if you want. You don't have to. You can do whatever you like. And with that, guys, we are actually done with the build, except for the main part. We've got our Mystery Shack banner to put up. Now, I'm not going to be showing you guys how to do these. You can just Google, you can do what I did and Google Minecraft letters. And you should be able to find this pretty easily, and it gives you step-by-step walkthrough on how to make these. It's actually what I did. I am not good with banners at all. And so I just Googled it, and that looks pretty good. So next we're going to be doing the shack. Now, if you've watched the show at all, you know that the S falls off very early on to spell mystery hack. and the S is just laying randomly down, and you can place it wherever you want on the roof. I'm going to place it right there to make it look like it fell and got caught in the corner right there. And with that, guys, we have a completed mystery shack. And the last thing that you can do is you can add some details to the world. Like I said at the beginning of this video, I'm not going to be showing you how to make these. You guys can kind of figure this out. It's a super simple design, but I am going to be walking you through how to make the totem that I made here. So we will start by making the lower half using our spruce stairs like this, and we're going to make a ring like that to make it look like it's sitting up and being held up right there. I'm going to add just a filler block in there, and then a barrel facing up to start. Now I go 2 up with the spruce logs, and then I place a smoker on top. I'm going to line either side of these with some dark oak trap doors. And then I'm going to place a birch sign just on the front, not on the back. Next, on top of this, we're going to be placing 2 of whatever coral block you want. Now, you could do like a cobblestone if you'd like. I just like doing coral because it gives some just random textures in, and they look a little bit more like feathers because this starts the top of the bird. And on this top one up here, we're going to be placing the birch signs going all the way around. Next, on top of this one, I thought the gray shulker box made a really good transition into the darker part up here, and so I placed that up on top. If you don't have a gray shulker, you could do something just like regular stone or stone brick just to replace that. Then I will use a basalt, polished basalt, and then a regular basalt to create that transition into the darker colors. Next, we're going to be making the wings, which start up on this regular basalt right here, going 2 out there and 1 out there. Then we're going to be placing some of these dark oak fences just beneath that. And we're going to do this on either side. Like that. And then we're going to place some signs just like this. In this pattern right here. And this is going to be repeated on the back as well. So it looks like this. Now finally, we're going to be making the head by placing a chiseled blackstone. And then we're going to be going 2 high on these oak trap doors on either side. We're going to place a birch sign right here on either side. Then we're going to be placing an anvil facing out that will be held up by the sign as the beak. And then we're going to be placing a polished blackstone on top. And with that, guys, you have a finished totem. And so with that, guys, we have a completed build. What do you think? I hope you guys had a fun time building this. I hope you guys really love having this thing in your world. And man, if you do place this in your world, send me a picture. I want to see it. I want to see what you guys made, and if you made any changes, that'd be awesome. Also love to see any interiors that you guys do. I just love to see anything that anyone makes. It's just so much fun to be able to build and to share these things with you all. So I hope you all had fun. And until next time, guys, bye-bye.